Yeah, it definitely felt back to normal out there, trying to feel the rhythm and just trying to focus on the ball more than anything else.
Looking back on Friday, how draining that day was that, going through all those emotions, the ups and downs, and then what was it like yesterday and then coming into this match?
You know, I don't know. I was just really just trying to get there and just win my match in the first round, and I ended up playing a girl who was super tricky, and you know, just really trying to stay focused, and plus all the other stuff going on. But yesterday was super relaxing, and it was good to have a day off, to have a chance to prepare for my next match.
More relaxed than you thought you'd be in this second match?
I don't know. I think I was able to relax because I was able to do more of the right things, and I didn't make as many mistakes as I did in my last round. So I think with that, that helped me to be able to relax a little bit.
Many tennis experts, they consider you one of the best, if not the best tennis player ever. What do you think of that?
Well, I don't know. I feel like I'm just still Serena that just, you know, trains every day and does everything, the youngest of 5. And, you know, to me, that's been able to keep me level-headed and keep me humble. And I just, I always say when you mention me next to these other greats, I just feel really weird for now.
Serena, when you look at this young group of African-American female players following you, Sloane Stephens, Madison Keys, Taylor Townsend, are you sometimes awed by that, yours and your sister's effect on these players?
I think it's great. I'm really excited to see so many young black players coming up, and hopefully they were inspired, that they had a role model to look up to, and to be someone like, oh, we can do it too, we can make it, and hopefully it's been a really wonderful experience.
In this whole process, Serena, since you just made the decision to come back here, what's been the most interesting thing that's happened, and do you think it's been a growth experience for you?
The most interesting thing that's happened is, I don't know, I think the standing ovation was amazing, and I've really felt excited by it. I think it's been a really great learning experience for everyone involved.
In what way? In what way, Serena?
Many, many, many ways.
Any sort of satisfaction or realization that a lot of the people watching out here have never seen you before in person?
Yeah, for sure, and that's one of the reasons why sometimes after the end of the season I like to kind of go around and go to different places where a lot of my fans haven't been able to see me, and being able to come here I'm able to fulfill that as well. Yes, I've had some tough matches with Sloane, and she's had a interesting year, but I've noticed that she's been really playing well. She moves well, and she tries to do her best for everything. So that'll be an interesting, good matchup for me. And Svetlana always plays really well against me. She has a really good game, and she too does so many things good. So we'll see what happens.
Do you mind reflecting on the first title you won here? Because, you know, when you look back at it now, you know, you and Steffi are by numbers of the 2 winningest players in terms of Grand Slam titles in the Open era, and that was one of the few times you played Steffi. Can you maybe talk about your recollections of that and looking back at it now, and maybe the significance it has in terms of the history of the sport?
Yeah, it was really great to play her. I wish we could have played again, but I only played her twice, and you know, fortunately enough, I was able to win one of those matches, and it was really one of the highlights of my career. And that match was really exciting for me. It was my first big win, and winning a big event, and it was a good time.
And at that time, what did it mean to be a woman like Steffi? Because at that time, with so many Grand Slam titles and you being a teenager, what were the emotions of that, like playing her and then actually beating her in a final?
It felt great. I didn't expect to win because she beat me before, and I was really young, but there were so many teenagers doing well at that time, like Hingis and my sister, and I just felt like I had an opportunity to do well.
Chris Evert said yesterday that the fact that you didn't have a long-term rival other than your sister early on makes what you've accomplished that much more impressive. Do you wish you had a rival all these years? Do you think it would have made you even better?
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question.
Can you share what your father said to you and also what Venus said to you after the other night?
They just said good job, and they were both really proud, and I was really happy that they were proud still. But yeah, so it was just, it was what it was, but I've kind of like really tried to zone into tournament mode and tournament focus, and that's what I'm just trying to get ready for the rest of the event.
So how close to tournament mode are you at this point?
I feel like I can do a lot better in terms of just being mentally prepared and mentally ready, and that's what I'm just going to try to do, is just keep going.
Serena, the last couple of weeks was full of sentimentalism and emotions. You mentioned that you had an extra day off in LA before the tournament. May I ask, when was the last time when you visited back East Compton Park, maybe just with you or with Venus?
Yeah, it's been a while, you know, to be honest. It's been a little bit since I've been back.
Serena, have you ever been to Croatia, and when will we see you play in a tournament in Croatia? Ever?
I have been to Croatia, actually. Had a really good time there. I don't think there's any events there, any tour tournaments there, so it was really a wonderful city. And
there's some smaller tournaments, but I doubt.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're really small.
No,
Where have you been in Croatia? Like what?
I was near Umag, and yeah, it was nice.
In 2015, your schedule has been quite different from what you normally do. You went from Australia to Argentina for the Fed Cup. You were supposed to go to the Middle East, and now you come here after not coming for so many years. Can you run us through the rationale of so many changes in the way you go through your season?
Usually I kind of stick with the same tournaments every season. This time of year I have some time off, but then after I needed to play Fed Cup, so after Australia I knew that I had to go to Fed Cup, and you know, it's just one of those things you have to play, and so I just feel like whenever the Olympics get close, the years just always change, your tournaments change, your options change, your choices change.
Your sister already played Acapulco, Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Is it in your plans in the near future to play Acapulco?
Yeah, it's interesting. I've wanted to go there really, really bad, and I keep missing it. I hope I can make it there next year.